In this video tutorial, I will show you how to create a multimedia track using Google My Maps. Google My Maps is a web platform, is not like Google Earth, that is a software that you install on your computer. This means that you only need a browser to use Google My Maps. And another thing that you need is a Google account. It's different create a multimedia track on Google My Maps and create on Google Earth, as I will show you. And there is a difference between Google My Maps and Google Earth. Google Earth has lots and lots of very good and rich contents that you can use in different subjects. Is not the same with Google Maps. Is simpler than Google Earth, but has other functionalities that in creating the multimedia tracks we don't have in Google Earth. For example, it allows us to work in a collaborative approach. This means that we can have different partners in a twinning project, for example, working all in the same multimedia track. So the first thing that we need to do is to log in Google My Maps. I will use one account and let's start with Google My Maps. What is very interesting also in using Google My Maps is every map that you will create will appear on Google Drive. So it will be a document like a spreadsheet or a form or any other type of document that you create on Google Drive. When you log in directly to Google My Maps, you have the maps only. For example, this is the map that we are using to track all the participants, as you can see here in our learning event. To create a map, you just have to click here where it says create a new map. There we are. As you can see, we have the world map here, and here is let's say the place where we add the information that we want to our map. And here, as you can see, also as we have in Google Earth, we can add points to our track. The difference here is in Google Earth, the information is organized in folders, and here we organize the information in layers. So let's start by change the name of the layer. I will make a trip around the world, and this will be a trip around Europe. Okay, just let's save. And now let's add some points. We can start to go to, let's say, Oslo, Norway. Okay, and there we are. And now we can close this, and to mark the point, we just close that there and add a marker, and we put the marker here. We have to give a name to the marker and then a description. Let's say Oslo is the capital of Norway. And of course, we can add other types of information, not only text. For example, you can see here, you can add image or video, and it's easier doing that here than doing on Google Earth. For example, when I click here, it will allow me to upload if I want. I can use my webcam. I can just paste here an URL to an image, for example. I can go to my photos. I can go to Google Drive, or I can go directly and make a Google image search. So I will look for Oslo. Okay, the different image. I will select this one, and there he is. And what is really amazing is that I can add other image or videos, and this will behave like a slideshow. For example, you can click here in more, and now we will look for a video about Oslo. And okay, there it is. 5 things we will love and hate about Oslo. Okay, a vacation travel guide. We'll choose this one. We'll select. As I can see here, we have one video and one image about Oslo. Let's just save. Okay, and we have the information about Oslo. Now let's add another mark, and let's go to Paris, for example. Just fly to Paris. This is just the information, tell us where Paris is. Let's close. Of course, we can zoom in. Okay. You can go here to any other place in Paris. Let's say La Cathédrale Notre-Dame, Paris. Okay, just mark here. And this is the Notre-Dame, Paris. Now, just once again, this time, an image, Notre-Dame. Okay, choose one that you like it and select. Of course, when we are doing this in a pedagogical environment, let's say in an activity classroom, it is important that is the students that take the photos and make the videos, and then we add their own videos and image and description, text description in here. I'm just doing this just to show you the possibilities and all the functionalities that we have here. Okay, let's add another image. Now just one about Paris. Search. Okay, this is really nice. And select and save. Okay. As you can see now, I had 2 points. This one I just will delete it. We have Oslo and Notre-Dame, Paris. Okay, now let's fly to another continent. Okay. For that, I want to organize all my points. So I will add another layer. Just click here. Okay, I will change the name. Now we call it trip around Asia. Just save. Just make sure that you select the right layer where you want to add the points. Okay, I want this. No, let's look for Seoul. And there we go. Just arrived in Seoul. Just zoom in a little bit more. Okay, and this will be the place where I want to mark. Just click. Okay, call it Seoul. You know, you can add a description. This is the capital of South Korea. Okay, and once again, that's an image. Search for information. Okay, I select this one. Select. Now let's save. As you can see here now, I have my points in Europe and I have one in Seoul. Other things that you can do here is change the icon. For that, you just have to go here. Okay. You have lots of icons, as you can see here. Let's see, places, and I will add, let me see, could be this one. Okay, you even can change the color. Okay, you can do this for all the others. Another thing that we need to do is change the name of the map. Okay, I will call it my trip around the world. Let's say world correctly. Okay, and save. And as you can see, is simple as that to create the map. Here we have all the information. You can go to fly to Oslo. You can go directly to Seoul. You can preview your map because this way we can embed it, our map, something that we cannot do with Google Earth. So this is very interesting because we can create our maps and at the same time embed it in the twin space, for example. And I can have the information here. When I click here, show me about Oslo. Okay, when I click here, I have information about Seoul and so on. Okay, but now let's say that you want to save your track as a KML file, the same way that we do with Google Earth. So you just need to go here. We have the option export to KML. Okay, and then you have the option export to a KML file for full icon support. Use KMZ. Okay, so I will you can choose the layers. I will just export to KML, download, and now I just have to save it, the file. I will just save it on my desktop. Okay, and now I have it on my desktop. This means, as you can see here, my trip around the world. This means that I can open this file on Google Earth. Okay, it's not this one, but this one. And you see that every layer is a folder. So I have a trip around Europe, I have a trip around Asia, and I just click here, double click, and I will fly directly. So in Google Maps is easier to create the multimedia tracks. I will show you in the next video how you can share to work in a collaborative approach, but don't forget Google Earth is to use in a different context because all the information that you have here you don't have in Google My Maps. So there are different tools that you can use and they can complement each other.